Hello everyone, my name is Nico Bastian, and I've been a professional racing driver for about 10 years. I've been asked by BILSTEIN to look after this project, and I'm very pleased to be able to show you a little bit of what we have planned for this car. The basic concept is not so bad. The car is flat, small and light. So as I said, the basics are right, but we won't leave any screw unturned, and we'll do it with your help. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been asking you what tuning parts you'd like to have on it. We're going to change the wheel and tire combinations. We're going to add a performance upgrade. We've got a rear wing that we're going to fit. So the car is not just going to look cool, it's going to be completely rebuilt for track use. That's why we're also going to address the issue of safety, including the interior of the car. So that you can really make sure that we've done a good job, we're even giving away taxi rides. This means that a few of you will get a ride with me and see for yourself on a racetrack that we've done a good job. So I'm looking forward to this project. Very, very cool. Of course, we'll also change the design. This one is only provisional for now. We'll wait until all the add-on parts are actually on the car. And I'd say it's now 8:30 on Monday morning. We've got a lot planned, so we'll get started straight away. Who's actually got the key? Perfect. Okay. Now let's get started. I'm proud of myself. I've made it up to the lifting platform and have parked wonderfully. Now we're here in the workshop, and this is where I actually wanted to meet Mark. Mark, are you there? Yes. Great. I'm an old man and it takes me a while. Sorry. Hi, Nico. Pleased to meet you. Explain very briefly where we are exactly. Yes. You've come to Lightweight Performance today, and we're actually a classic BMW tuner. And as such, we cover the whole tuning portfolio from suspension and performance enhancement to the complete remodeling of track tools. This brings us to the next topic, because these days it's all about safety in this vehicle, and we want to build that up in several steps. In other words, today we are installing Recaro pole position seats. These enable a lower seating position and greater lateral support, which we integrate with a 5-point seat belt that we anchor in the existing Club Sport bar. We're installing a steering wheel with an additional display featuring LEDs, so that ultimately you as a driver can focus on the road and don't have to keep an eye on the rev counter. That's the step we want to take today, and as I said, it's normally only BMW, but because of the good partnership we have with BILSTEIN, we said, okay, we'll take a chance with a Supra. It's obvious that you're a real Toyota fan, but then it would be a task for us to arrange the car in such a way that you might develop a love for it. Yes, that would be something. Great, we've got a lot of plans. The interior is going to be radically changed. We can already filter this detail out, so now I would say, let's not waste any time. Let's do it. That's the right thing to say. Let's go. We've got a package from Night Factor. It's a bit like Christmas for me now, because the new steering wheel has arrived. Let's take the covering off. It looks really cool, really sporty. Alcantara covered in combination with the right racing gloves, I have real grip. That's not only important on the road, but I also have to work with the steering wheel, so I need good grip, for my hands as well. Here the gear shift light is integrated at the top so that I can always keep an eye on the road and at the same time see when I need to change gears correctly in order to get optimum performance from the car. In conjunction with the cables that are included, this will now be installed in the car, but I'd rather leave that to the professionals. Thank you, Felix. The original steering wheel has been remodeled here so that the electronics and the gear shift light really have room and fit up there. Now we'll just add the airbag and then we'll be done with the steering wheel. One thing that is unfortunately often dealt with in short measure is the subject of safety. Of course, we will increase the performance of the car, it will perform better on the racetrack, but that means we also need the necessary safety measures in case of an accident. You might remember the accident last year in Formula 1 where the driver came out unharmed despite a big ball of fire. Of course, we want to keep the integrity of the car intact, but if something happens, we need stability. That's why we've installed a roll cage made of chrome steel. Vichers did a great job, powder-coated it in BILSTEIN blue so it also looks very classy. And in the interior, we have different attachment points. We didn't have to cut anything. That means it's all in one piece and it looks fine. We're replacing the seats. That's the standard seat that was in the Toyota Supra. As you can see, it's quite clunky. There's a little bit of side support, but it's not really cool. Everything is electronically adjustable, but the seat is brutally heavy. Here, if I try to lift it up, I'll soon break my back. That's why we're replacing the whole thing with a Recaro seat. I know Recaro from motorsport, and for us here, this only means advantages. Exactly, much less weight. We're talking about saving 20 kilos per seat. Of course, as you can see, there is much better support of the shoulder area, much more lateral support down here. Then also because of the fabric, you don't slide like you do in a leather seat. And then we also have our 5-point connection. We build all that in, or as we see here, Lucas is already working hard on it. And that's what it looks like in the car afterwards. And I think just from the look of it, you can already see that you're sitting in a much more sporty and better way than on the other side where the standard seat is still installed. The car already looks 2 seconds faster, definitely. So the seats are finally built in, and with it, the first long day has finally finished with a lot of success. We've touched on the roll cage, we've got a new steering wheel in, and as such, the interior is actually completely finished as well. Next time, we'll get new slippers on the car, and that means new tires and new rims. The exhaust system will be fitted, and we'll go on the dynamometer for the first time. But for now, it's time to call it a day.